Man, someone should hold Wizkid because since my guy is on the loose and on a rampage. For a while now, I've been expecting Wizkid's album, the Mariah album, and we still not have gotten it till now. Apparently, the album is on the way and it's about to be released. But Wizkid has been talking, and he has been calling a particular guy's name, and you all can guess who? Davido. So recently, Wizkid has been on X and he has been talking and feeding bloggers, literally, including we the content creators, feeding us with content on what to talk about. As Wizkid has called out, or he has just been shading Davido outrightly on his X platform. So Davido recently launched his collection, his Puma collection in the city of New York. Was out there doing his Puma collection, not knowing that he was being dragged to the mud by his counterpart, his rival, Wizkid. So let's see. This is a video of Davido in his mall checking out his new Puma collection. Let's watch.
First time seeing my collection at the New York store. Crazy.
That's a wooden, I think that's a wooden case for the shoe. It's a luxury shoe, luxury Puma fitting, so that's a nice actually shoe box.
Hoodies, full track match sets, t-shirts, track pants, you know what I'm saying, when it gets cold, shorts, if you're on vacation, you feel me? Everything is on point, so make sure you get to it, bring it outside.
Alright, so Davido did his thing, went for his lunch, his Puma lunch, enjoying himself. You can even see him in the video entertaining people and also talking about his future songs and what he plans to do, of which he recognized and he mentioned Omale, having a project with Omale coming up soon. On the other hand, we have Wizkid, our guy. We know Wizkid has been Wizkid, and he has been online trying to promote his upcoming album. And this album, he has been talking about this album for a long time, the Mariah album. So Wizkid came online, and Wizkid started getting into bants and replying people. Apparently, of course, the people that will throw Wizkid the most are Davido fans, and Wizkid will use every opportunity to drag Davido's name. So let's see some of the tweets that Wizkid said. You know what Wizkid mentioned as he shaded Davido in the tweets. So we have a tweet here where he said, "And everything you guys got from this shit I turned down. Don't let that go over your heads." So this is actually talking about the Puma collection, because people are like, Davido is getting the Puma collection and you are here. So it's like he's claiming that he turned down the Puma collection, and that's why they give it to Davido. It's not like because he wasn't given the opportunity. He said that the Puma collection, the budgets to which they had, didn't fit into what he deserves. So he felt like it was too big for whatever they were offering. But before I get into that deeper, let's see more tweets from Wizkid. So he also said in these tweets, someone said to him, "Bastard, you won't use Davido promote album. No wonder your mama leave here. No, in not long." This is the typo evidently. So what he was trying to say, that his mom had left here not long ago. So Wizkid said, our mama, talking about him and Davido, that their mom has left them. So when Wizkid said that, of course people will retweet it, people will talk about it. So he was just trying to tell the person that, dude, they're talking about his own mom, forgetting that Davido too had also lost his mom. So the two moms are no longer alive. So that's what Wizkid is saying. So you can't use that to shade him. So in another tweet, we see Wizkid, someone telling Wizkid, I beg easy. I just they wonder how Davido would they feel as they read all your tweets. Then Wizkid said, "You know, go better for Davido and your feelings." And to be honest, all this, I just feel like what Wizkid is doing, most of these things are very unnecessary, especially at this time. Davido is out there doing his own thing. Wizkid should be out there doing his own thing. It doesn't have to use Davido's name or have to drag Davido's name at every slightest opportunity, because what you are doing is that you are just bringing media and unnecessary attention to you. Except it's strategic, because that's what I feel. I feel like this might be a strategic move from Wizkid to make sure that the Morayo album is in your top of mind, because as you think of Wizkid, you think of what next should he do, because it's been a while since we saw a hit song from Wizkid, and someone actually used that against him. So let's continue. So Wizkid, one of Davido fans, of course, said, "Look, you still want this?" And this is a video of Davido and Wizkid together. So in the video, just watch how happy Wizkid is in this video. So someone references and said that it seems to still want this kind of relationship with Davido. Then to what Whiskey said, say, "Want what? He looks for me everywhere I go like a fine boy he is. This was an event of one of my DJs, Skylar, in Lagos. We don't invite them. So-called you guys you didn't invite them, fine. But you and Davido looked very chappy and happy on this video. I will not lie, it looks like you guys were happy to meet up and just have that meet and greet moment." So of course it's a troll, and it's just trolling Davido on this one. And let's see more tweets. So this one said, "Wizkid, that today egg nuts. If you no give him in one size, he go pay me. He don't disrespect you, no be today." So it's talking about Tunde Ednuts, the artist turned blogger, and Wizkid said, "Lol, LOL. Actually, love all the promotions they do for me. This one needs healing from chosen church for him one leg up. We don't diss disables." You're already dissing a disabled and you're saying we don't diss disabled by saying that it needs healing. And it's just sarcastically dissing Tunde Ednuts in this one. So, but let's check out more tweets. One thing I have to acknowledge and one thing I have to just bring to your notice is the fact that most of these tweets you will see some replies from Davido fans, and some of them are hilarious. See, Abbas said, "Album we go flop, go leave this thing. Album we go flop, go. Album we go flop. Leave this thing where they do." So he's talking about the Mariah album that is not out, saying that this is trying to be a campaign and it might still flop. And someone said, "Wizkid, your woman get belle, but now you they showed your hormones." And you see the emoji there, you see the meme he used there. You see that it's really a funny meme. So Wizkid actually replied that guy, and Wizkid said, "Yes, so with the film together, I can't wait to meet my new baby." Wizkid now is daddy of how many children? I think he has four sons, and he's expecting another child. 4 sons or 3 sons? We have Ayo, we have Zion, we have, I think he has 4, I don't know, 4. Tell me please in the comment section. I've forgotten. Is it 4 or 3 children already? And he's expecting a new one. So I think he has 4 children. I don't know. Maybe including this one to be 4 children, but I know he has all sons and no daughters yet. But let's continue though. We see Wizkid again. He said, when you see people with them papa and family train, you go, "No, you don't see my uncle dancing online." This is shading the dancing governor, formerly dancing senator. He's shading him here. He say, "You don't see my uncle dancing online." So I don't know why Wizkid is doing all these things. Really, it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. You're already a big guy. This clout that you're getting online, it's not a clout you need because you're big Wiz, you're Wizkid. But you're still doing all these things, and I'm like, Wizkid, why are you doing this? And to be honest, my respect for Wizkid dropped a lot from all this banter. You know, he's a human, yes, he has some flaws, but I felt like this was so unnecessary and so uncalled for. And he still went on. He still said some other things. He said, someone one of his fans, of course, one of Wizkid's fans said, Wizkid halftime 45-0, I beg now, just take him easy, small please. Then Wizkid said, okay, I'm gone now to Fab just for you. Mariah on the way. I dare any guy to speak on my name again. So Mariah on the way. You know what this means? It means that he's using this as a campaign for him to mention that Mariah on the way. So of course, still putting Mariah in our minds, and bloggers are carrying his troll and his days. You can't avoid to carry it, not to carry it, because it's like the in news. You have to carry it, and it's also a good campaign strategy from Wizkid, to be honest. Even though it might be a negative one, but it's not new. We see artists that fight every day, and we all know that the Wizkid and the Davido, they are all rivals in some way. So, and let's continue. Yeah, Wizkid. Wizkid drops a tweet. He says, first off, you're not as fly as me. Can't sing or make music like me. You can't dress. You don't make more money than me. You don't even got hoes like me. So he's even talking about babes now. You don't know yourself. You are cheap. You pull up for less than we do. Now, F you sports rich child. What's happening here? Is there any background knowledge that we don't know about? He said, that's all you are. F you and your dad's money. We got ours. Every guy around you is broke. You dumb lawyer. Your dumb lawyer flies with you everywhere, dressed like basket mouths. Our lawyers are too busy for that shit. You kids. So first of all, Basket Mouths was on his own and collected stray bullets on this one. Just like that. And he is the whole thing here. It seems that there's a background information, a background story that we don't know about. Maybe it's the Puma deal. Maybe Wizkid feels like there was still an ongoing. It's possible. I'm just making assumptions here. Please don't quote me. I don't know. Said maybe there was still an ongoing transactional communication between him and Puma, and they had not finalized whether I was going to do it or not. And somehow Davido finalized with them and came to their terms quickly, and Davido kind of like took that collection and something against maybe I'm just assuming, because we don't know the background and what brought about this, because in all this Davido hasn't replied him once all through the time he dropped all this banter. Yesterday Davido was dropping his Puma collection, and also he talked about the Joy video. You know, that was he talked about, Joy video with Angelique Kidjo. They dropped a video. He never mentioned or replied Wizkid. He didn't dance to Wizkid's tune in this one. So let's continue. Wizkid said, Nigeria is a place the rich weaponize poverty. So you carry all these broke boys in real life and get them visas so they worship you and not tell you about yourself. You call you 001, you delusional F, idiot. The only time you are 001 is in your house. You are not 001 of nothing but Instagram followers. So it's no news. Davido has the highest amount of Instagram followers of any entertainer in Africa. Is the one with the highest number of followers. Any entertainer in Africa, none of them has reached Davido. I think after Davido is someone like Diamond. But when it comes to entertainment, Davido has a large following online. So let's just check Davido's following. I think Davido has over 28 million. As at now, he has 29.5 billion followers on Instagram. Let's check Wizkid's following. So Wizkid's following is 18.3. That's a whole 10 million padded up over Wizkid. A whole 10.5 million padded over Wizkid. Then we have Diamond. I think Diamond should be the second highest. Diamond Platinums. I'm not really sure. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but Diamond has 17.9. So even the Wizkid's own is more than Diamond's own. I think Tiwa Savage too should be in the same par with Wizkid in terms of followers. Tiwa Savage, we have Tiwa Savage 18.5. I know Burna Boy is not as big as in terms of followers. His own is not that big. He has 18.5, which means that Tiwa Savage has more Instagram followers than Wizkid. So Wizkid is here talking and just just dragging Davido, like Davido is like as if Davido was there to counter him, but he was just talking. He said that he only Instagram followers. All right, Instagram followers he has 29.5, which is actually good numbers for getting all these deals. So when he said that the money wasn't enough for him, you can say, but at this point in time, let's look at it. What has Wizkid done in the entertainment scene in the past 2-3 years that will make Wizkid like as relevant as Davido is? Davido has a song recently that he did with Angelique Kidjo, a Grammy award-winning legend, which is Joy. It's a big song. They just dropped a video. He also has this song he featured in. It was not a song. This Young Boys, Hot Ice and Co. This Oh Chi Chi, come on. That song he featured in it, and the remix blew up, and that was what he used as the theme song for his wedding. So Davido, his wedding and other things, he has been quite active, as he has been relevant in other aspects of the entertainment scene this year, aside aside music. Even was featured in Sway in the Morning and some other things. So we've seen Davido in the media a lot this year for many things. So in terms of relevance and in terms of star power, Davido is more popping at the moment than Wizkid. It doesn't negate who has more talent or not. That's not what we're talking about. Who has been more relevant in the scene at the moment is Davido. Davido has been more relevant. His album dropped last year or 2 years ago, and he was nominated 3 nominations of that album for Grammy Awards. He never won anyone. Instead, it was one award was taken by Tyler, which, to be honest, I just felt very angry because if you're asking me personally, I don't think she deserves that award, to be honest. But anyway, it is her time. She's shown. Kudos to her. But that's not what we're talking about. So Davido has been more popping on the scene compared to Wizkid. And if you are looking at it, it means that naturally, when brands go for endorsements and they try to pick up artists, they pick the one that is as relevant at the moment and the ones that has more numbers to back it up. So if you are looking at the Instagram, and if Wizkid is saying that the Instagram followers don't mean shit, the truth is that these are the kind of things that brands look at when they are trying to give somebody endorsement deals, because they're looking at how many of your fans are willing to see what you are promoting, the products we are giving you to promote. So this one that Davido has his own collection line, of course, people are going to, more people from his Instagram and from his social media platforms will draw towards his products than Wizkid's people will, because he has more followers there. And this is a global brand. It's not a national brand. It's Puma. Puma is a global brand. So people from all different sides of the world are following Davido and will gravitate towards him more. So when Wizkid talks like this and he mentions and he says things about the budgets, I'll kind of like look at it and try to analyze it to see, is this really true, or is this just Wizkid being Wizkid and being trolling, trying to make in his own defense. So let's listen. Let's see. So Wizkid here, he says he was just venting, and he said that he hated some people. Then he got into an argument with Davido's business partner. So, well, let's listen to what he said here. He said, "I see you are one of them. First off, respect to everybody you mentioned." This is replying someone, of which I don't know who is replying, because somebody actually messaged him and dropped a list of people that are bigger than him at the moment, and he mentioned Burna Boy and also some other names. But he said, first of all, respect to everyone you mentioned, but I got way more money than all these artists you mentioned, and make more too, and I know with time they will have and even make more. Secondly, you are one of the people that deceived this boy. You start sham companies to scam his fans. Fear God. Now, next time, don't ever talk to me, idiot. So this one, I don't know who he's talking to. I assume that he's talking to Nelson Apaga, because they actually got into it and they had their own back and forth, him and Nelson Apaga. So let's just see what he said about Nelson Apaga and what Nelson Apaga said about him. So this is a direct tweet to Nelson Apaga. He said, "This nigga does business with imbecile that comes online to spew shit. Can't make up how foolish that whole team is." This is a direct direct shades to Nelson Apaga for trying to come in Davido's defense. So let's see what Nelson Apaga said. So this is a video from Nelson Apaga addressing Wizkid
An
and
artist of what caliber?
I'm just talking about Wizkid. So let's listen to what he said.
An artist of what caliber? Brother, you have not had a hit in 4 years. 4 years you have not had a hit.
When he said 4 years, I thought it was too long because I know that the last major hit Wizkid had was Essence, Wizkid and Tems. And I went online to check Essence when it was released, and it was released in 2020. That's actually 4 years ago. So he wasn't lying when he said Wizkid has not had a hit in 4 years.
You're tweeting at David, talking all this nonsense at Davido. Dude's at Puma in New York City unveiling his new collection. An artist of what caliber? What caliber? Bro, you're a junior brother to Ira Star. You're a junior brother to Rema. You're a junior brother to Thames. Bro, dude, calm down. Get the hell off Twitter and go make some freaking music, okay? And if you want...
So I think this particular video is addressing the tweets to which he said earlier, where he said that I make more money than all these guys. The truth is, when you talk about Thames, Ira Star, these are new guys coming up. Rema, these are guys that Wizkid is way ahead of them in terms of career path, longevity, and all. So this is just him trolling. At the moment, these guys are popping on the scene. Wizkid is on a low. It doesn't necessarily mean the junior brother to them. It's just on a low at the moment. But Nelson made a good point about him not having a hit in 4 years, but we're expecting an album coming out. Hopefully in the Morayo album there will be hit songs there.
Want to get in tech? Let me know and I'll set you up. In the meantime, get the hell off Twitter, go make some freaking music and stop talking about money. People who talk about money don't have money, respectfully, right? Your mates, Burna Boy, David, they're not on Twitter tweeting, going back and forth, texting, hating on other artists, bro.
So he a bit contradicted himself here because he said that you're a junior brother to Ira Star and Rema. You know that he's just trolling there. Then at the end he said your mates Burna Boy and your mates Burna Boy and Davido. You know, talking about the big three now. Davido, Burna Boy, Wizkid. These are the big three. So he called them your mates. These are actually your mates, which are the big three. Then now said you're a junior brother to this guy. So he contradicted himself here. But that's not the story though. The message is clear, and this is what he's saying. He's just saying that Wizkid focus on making music and trying to focus on making music instead of coming here to be a troll. And I agree with that statement. Wizkid, come on, you have better things to do with your family for your time. You have a big family, you have music, you have shows you're performing in. Come on, you don't need to come online and drag Davido at any point in time that you have the opportunity to. It's not necessary. So Wizkid replied him and said, "Idiot, I turned down the Puma deal because they could no longer afford to pay me because I wanted more. Don't need that. Way bigger than every artist you just mentioned. Not jealous, I love them all. With your dirty ass shirt, idiot." So he said it's bigger than all the artists he mentioned, including the other two in the big three. And I don't blame him for saying that because anyone in the big three will say the same thing, that they are bigger than the other person. What parameters can we use to check? We don't have any. The one we know is what you give to us, which is the music. And in the music scene right now, the person that has been most active among three of them is Burna Boy. Burna Boy, then Davido, before Wiz. You understand? So Burna Boy can come out tomorrow and say that he is the richest among three of them. Some people agree, some people will not, but we don't know who. So how can we know or fact check what Wizkid is saying? We can't. So, but anyway, that is it. Personally, I think this was very unnecessary from Wizkid calling Davido's name at any given opportunity of this. And if it was just to add more eyes to his album, I feel like the strategy worked well for Wizkid. But come on, if the album is not being released tomorrow, you have to do this over and over again till the album comes out. Well, anyway, this was totally immature of Wizkid to me. This was not the type of Wizkid. The light I told you I saw Wizkid, I didn't expect him to be this petty and talk to people and reply people and just just be all overboard over this Davido matter and Puma situation. Please, like I said earlier, most of the things I said about Puma and the collection and everything were just my own personal takes on it. There's no fact checking in most of what I said. I'm just saying that this is how things go and this is what I assume. And with that being said, guys, tell me what you think about this whole story. I'll go by the name East Coast Prince. Welcome to Storyteller Nigeria. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to watch other videos from this channel. And I'll see you on the next one. With that being said, my people, peace.